It's not a lie that 2022 is a huge year for games. Odds are you've heard that everywhere. This is a list of some of the games that you can look forward to for the Nintendo Switch in 2022. There's a game out there that's pretty nostalgic to everyone who owned a Nintendo Wii. You may have heard of it. It's called Wii Sports. Well, since the Nintendo Switch has been out since 2017, they decided what better way to make the console even better than to make a Nintendo Switch Sports. I know the name doesn't have quite the ring that Wii Sports has, but hey, it still looks pretty good. In Switch Sports, you can play a variety of sports such as badminton, bowling, chambara, soccer, tennis, and volleyball. Golf is also being added later this year. And of course, just like the Nintendo Wii, this game will use the motion controls the same way, except with obviously the Switch Joy-Cons. And I'm excited for this because I love the Switch Joy-Cons, and I think they are perfect for a game like Nintendo Switch Sports. Super exciting is at the time of making this video, it's just a few days away. And for all of us wanting to relive the Wii Sports nostalgia, this game is a game to be excited for this year. The next game on our list is Mario Strikers Battle League, releasing on June 10th of 2022. Mario Strikers Battle League is a game many longtime fans are super excited for, as they had to wait a long time for this one. Mario Strikers Battle League is a Mario sports game that takes a twist on soccer. Yes, soccer, not football. Of course, the goal in this game is to score more points than the other team by scoring the ball in the goal, just like soccer. The difference, however, is you can tackle and use items on your opponents. You can equip gear to help boost your stats as well. You can play up to 8 players on your local Nintendo Switch, and you can also make or join a club online and have up to 20 players in your club. They've really done a great job with this game, and it looks awesome. I'm super excited for it, and I know a lot of people that are also excited for this game. The next game on our list is Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes, releasing on June 24th of 2022. I was a huge fan of Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, so I'm excited for this one, and I think it looks awesome as well. And this one, of course, is for those of you who have played Fire Emblem Three Houses. Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes is a hack and slash game, just like what the Warrior series is known for. You return to play as your favorite characters from Three Houses like Eldegard, Dimitri, Claude, and more. Be it a direct sequel like Persona 5 Strikers or a spin-off like Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, if you liked Fire Emblem Three Houses, you should definitely check out Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. This game looks super awesome, and I know a lot of you Fire Emblem Three Houses fans out there are super pumped for this game. The next game on our list is Live a Live, releasing on July 22nd of 2022. And I know apparently the correct pronunciation is actually Live Alive or Live Alive or something like that. Different people say it different ways. I personally say Live a Live just because I feel like it flows a lot easier in my brain. The original Live a Live released solely in Japan. Fortunately enough, though, the Live a Live remake will actually be available outside of Japan as well. Live a Live actually features 7 different stories. For example, one actually takes place in the Wild West, while another one actually takes place in Japan. There is, however, an 8th unlockable scenario that will tie all the different plot threads together. If you're a fan of games like Chrono Trigger, Octopath Traveler, Triangle Strategy, you'll more than likely like this game. The Live a Live remake actually takes on the HD 2D style gameplay that you see in Octopath Traveler. So a super awesome game, especially if you're into games like that, and I know a lot of people are mega excited for this game. The next game on our list is Splatoon 3, releasing sometime in summer of 2022. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. Before my wife and I broke down and bought Splatoon 2, I was like, how in the world does anyone play a game like Splatoon? You literally just pay stuff. I'm like, this makes no sense. This is a terrible concept. How does anybody enjoy this game? And then we got addicted to it. It was one of the bigger games that ever actually just completely flip-flopped my opinion on it after I played it. And to say that I'm excited for Splatoon 3 is an understatement. Splatoon 3 is just like Splatoon 1 and 2. There are a few different game modes in this game, and obviously different guns and different weapons and some more updates. But the most popular game style in this game is Turf War if you've never played it. Turf War is where one team will be a certain color, say red, and the other team will be a different color, say blue, and you will face off trying to cover the ground in more ink than your other team, all the while splatting your enemies to get an edge up for victory. And I know just explaining it sounds weird, but I promise playing this game is so fun. Such a good time, especially if you got other friends to play with. Then obviously playing Turf War is just one of many game modes in this game, and I'm super excited for Splatoon 3 and seeing everything that it has to offer. My wife and I are definitely looking forward to this release, and it's super high on our anticipated games of this year. The next game on our list is Xenoblade Chronicles 3, releasing sometime in September of 2022. If you've played games for any length of time, odds are you've probably heard of the Xenoblade Chronicles series. And Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is supposed to be the biggest RPG release on the Nintendo Switch in 2022. Xenoblade is actually a series loved by many fans for a long time, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is said to connect the futures of Xenoblade Chronicles and Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And knowing this makes a lot of the Xenoblade fans super excited. This game is expected to be super great, and Nintendo is definitely excited for its release as it was the main end of their previous Nintendo Direct. So definitely be sure to check out Xenoblade Chronicles 3 as it will be releasing sometime in September. Write it on your calendar, just block off the whole month and say, okay, Xenoblade is releasing sometime in here. The next game on our list is Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, releasing in late 2022. And everyone said we were crazy. Everyone said we were nuts. They said it couldn't happen. They said it wasn't going to happen. They said we should just not talk about it. It won't happen. But here we are. The new Pokemon game is releasing this year, and I am super excited for it. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is releasing obviously sometime late this year, and I personally feel like it's going to be around November if it keeps up with the typical Pokemon releases. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is the next generation of Pokemon games and sets out to create a new world to explore, new areas of course, and then of course all new Pokemon. I'm definitely super excited to see Generation 9's Pokemon as I loved Generation 8's Pokemon, and knowing that this game seems to be set in and inspired by Spain, I'm definitely super excited to see what they come up with. Definitely super exciting, and as my wife and I are huge Pokemon fans, we are super looking forward to this game. Releasing sometime late 2022, my opinion, probably November-ish. Hopefully it doesn't get delayed, but definitely super excited for it either way. The next game on our list is Sea of Stars, releasing around Christmas of 2022. And as I think about it, there's actually a lot of RPGs on this list. Sea of Stars is an indie game inspired by retro RPGs such as Chrono Trigger. Engaging turn-based combat, a great story, unshackled traversal, and a world you can touch are just a few things that Sea of Stars describes itself as. From what we've seen in the trailer, it looks exactly like that's what we're going to get. The game honestly looks phenomenal, and one of the coolest things to me is that the lighting plays a huge role in the game. According to the website, lighting is 100% rendered dynamically, meaning things such as day and night cycles, weather effects, eclipses, or blood moons all happen seamlessly. Recoloring the world and faithfully rendering shadows as fully fledged solstice warriors, you will eventually get full control over the sun and moon. So whether you just want to chill in your favorite area in the ambiance of your choice, need to solve a complex puzzle related to lighting, or there is a magic door that only opens up at midnight, the control will be yours all in real time. You can actually get on the official website, which I will link below, and scroll a wheel to see the different lighting in the game and see how awesome it looks. There's also some music from the game that you can listen to on there as well, and it sounds phenomenal. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't super excited for this game. I think it's going to be amazing, and I'm so stoked for it, and it looks so good, and it looks like so much love and care is going into it. Definitely write that on your list for the Christmas of 2022 release. I know that it is an indie game, so it shouldn't absolutely break your bank. Next game on our list is Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope, and it's not actually been announced the official date, but it's sometime in 2022. All we know is that it's releasing this year. One of the crazier mashups, other than games like Kingdom Hearts, Mario and Rabbids have a new game coming out this year. In this game, you'll be able to team up with Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, Rabbid Luigi, and their friends. You'll be able to build a team of 3 from a roster that totals 9. Rescue the adorable Sparks throughout the galaxies, and of course, battle your enemies. This game looks graphically awesome, and I love the play on Mario and Rabbids. I love that this is a thing, and honestly, this one looks so good. Definitely a game that just looks honestly so fun to play, and a game that I would consider putting on my list for games to look forward to this year. The next game on our list is Sonic Frontiers, releasing in Christmas of 2022. While it's not a Switch game, Sonic Frontiers is a game that I feel like most Switch fans will enjoy. The official website states that the world will collide in Sonic's newest adventure. It also states that it's an experience like never before. Accelerate to new heights and experience the thrill of high velocity open zone freedom. Battle powerful enemies as you speed through the Starfall Islands, landscapes brimming with dense forests, overflowing waterfalls, sizzling deserts, and more. This game actually looks phenomenal, and I've actually seen some people jokingly call this game Sonic of the Wild. But honestly, this is a game that I am mega excited for. Ever since I've seen the trailer, it looks absolutely phenomenal, and I'm very curious to see what else we get before the game's official release this Christmas. I feel like it's a bold statement, but I feel like this is going to be a good Sonic game. I know a lot of Sonic fans are iffy to say that, and they're cautiously excited, but I feel like it's going to be good, and it looks good so far. But obviously, we'll have to wait and see what else we get with the upcoming months. Either way, I would consider putting this on my watch list for 2022, as it does look good in my opinion. And then a bonus game to look forward to that's technically not in 2022 2022, but it's in spring of 2023, is Breath of the Wild 2. And honestly, does this game need an explanation or an introduction? This is probably, arguably, the most anticipated Nintendo Switch game since the Nintendo Switch has been a system. And of course, it was originally announced as a 2022 release, but recently it got delayed till spring of 2023. Breath of the Wild 2 picks up 2 years after the events of Breath of the Wild 1. Supposedly expanding the new areas we already know for Breath of the Wild 1, Breath of the Wild 2 takes us to the sky, and if you follow this channel for any length of time, you will know that we love Breath of the Wild here, and Breath of the Wild 2 we are super excited for. I think the game looks phenomenal. I have a lot of videos on this channel talking about stuff that I think is going to be in Breath of the Wild, some theories that other fans have come up with, and just all around stuff we're excited for Breath of the Wild 2 if you'd like to check that out. And now that your wallet is hurting, let me know in the comment section below which game you're most excited for this year, and which game is definitely the #1 game that you want to pick up in 2022. And as many games that we have on this list, I think my game that I'm most excited for, obviously other than Pokemon, is probably Sea of Stars. Boff and I are huge Final Fantasy fans, and I think Sea of Stars just looks awesome, and I love the throwback to the retro RPGs. That's all I have for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to hit the like button. It helps me out a ton. Also subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss a video. This is one half of Our Radiant Gaming signing off. Everyone have an awesome day, and God bless.